What's going on, people? Welcome to my first video in this place, this setup. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a permanent thing or temporary thing. Time will show, but it's funny enough. I only got a couch. Pretty much everything else in the room is pretty much empty. But this is as much as you're gonna get today. Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see your beautiful faces, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more information like this. And so it's been official. Coinbase has now hit the stock market starting at $380 before the price started to fluctuate up and down. It's being traded on Nasdaq under the ticker symbol of COIN. C-O-I-N. Super simple, easy to remember, easy to read and write. Okay, you know what it's like to have a simple license plate for your car, you know, with those like easy to read words. You know, you write a 303, something like that, and then it's easy to remember, easy to read from far away. Well, this is kind of like the same, having a simple ticker symbol. Anyways, Coinbase has entered the stock market through direct listing, also known as a DPO. Basically what that means is a company releases the stock at a certain price, and it lets the organic trading of the company decide what the price is going to be. And because listing a company on the stock exchange through a DPO can potentially create a lot more vulnerability in that company, so that kind of ticked off some investors so far. But first, let's step back a little bit and let's discuss what is Coinbase, how did it come about. Obviously it's a cryptocurrency exchange, but I'm not gonna go in any detail about what crypto is and what Bitcoin is and what Ethereum, because we've done videos in the past about that. So if you are interested, you can definitely go back and check that out. At the moment, Coinbase is one of the biggest online cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Now, it came about a little over a decade ago, just a couple of years after the Bitcoin came into existence. And originally, Coinbase was not able to do many things. The only thing it could do was receive and send cryptocurrency. And then over time, it was able to add other features such as buying, selling, trading crypto, even staking it, and of course giving us the opportunity to make a little more money. And what's really crazy, and this boggles my mind, is over the last decade, Coinbase went from 13,000 users to 43 million users. Now that growth is just mind-boggling. That's crazy. From 13,000 to 43 million. Well, at the end it should be understandable because Coinbase has never been hacked. And on the background, you have different exchanges such as Mt. Gox or Quadriga CS, who constantly had problems with getting hacked and other people stealing other people's Bitcoins. Now, on the other hand, Coinbase has one of the most advanced security systems in the corporate world. Now, of course, that's gonna attract a lot more users who want to protect their privacy and their ownerships of their assets. Now, Coinbase is a company. They have a website where you can trade, as well as an app that is very user-friendly and easy to use for anybody. They allow you to buy with credit card. They also allow you to buy with a debit card, making it very, very easy. Now, I am somewhat biased, obviously, because I've been using Coinbase already for many years, as well as a lot of my friends and even my parents. Now, if you like to sign up with Coinbase, you might want to go down in the description below and use the link that I left you for you there. Okay, hold on. Now, let's come back to Coinbase and the IPO. Now, even though we don't actually know exactly why Coinbase would want to go public, but I assume there could be a couple of reasons. One of them, maybe they want to raise cash. Or another reason, maybe the investors of the company and the employees would want to cash out. But anyways, the company has decided to go public, and it should be in our interest to be able to make money off that scenario.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
That also opens another question. If the company has around 1,200 employees, and they decide to cash out and sell off their shares, where would they put that money? Now, of course, considering that the employees and the investors of the company have some knowledge about the cryptocurrency and the fiat currency and what the company does, I would assume possibly, maybe, eventually, they will put that money either back into the company or into cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin. So how does Coinbase actually make money? So it turns out around 96% of their revenue comes from users buying, selling, and trading cryptocurrencies through that exchange. And with time, the institutional investors have decided to follow the average Joe, the retail investor, and therefore allowing Coinbase to make more money. And so how does Coinbase actually make the other 10 to 5% of the revenue? And that's going to be through their subscription products and services. And I would assume that price would actually fluctuate depending on how well or how poorly cryptocurrencies do during that period. And if we actually want to pull up some numbers for Coinbase, for example, the net revenue for 2020 was $1.1 billion. Now that's nearly doubled from the year of 2019. And that's not even everything, because Coinbase's net income for 2020 was $322 million. Now that's absolutely bananas. Now, and if we thought that was crazy, check this out. In just the first quarter of 2021, Coinbase has declared that they had made $1.8 billion, and that's in Q1 alone. Now check this out. If we're going to consider that the company is going to keep making that same amount of money over all 4 quarters of the year, and we're going to multiply that number by 4, we would actually get $7.2 billion. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but just for the sake of the argument, I would want to see if we multiply the Q1 profits through all 4 quarters, they would be able to get $7.2 billion. As far as I know, as investors, we would like to know what's going to happen with the company within the future. Now, as far as we know, at the moment, they're spending about 4% of the money they make on advertisement. Now, they're planning to change that to about 15% of what they make for the advertisement. Now that's a huge difference. Of course, it's going to consider how much the money they're actually making. Now, as far as we know, most of the money that Coinbase makes, and that's based on transactional fees. So what's going to happen if the number of transactions actually goes down? Now, we actually know based on history that the amount of transactions is directly correlated to Bitcoin's price. The higher the price goes, the FOMO kicks in, the fear of missing out, and of course all the retail investors, they try to jump on that trend, therefore kicking the number of transactions up. But on the other side, if the Bitcoin's price goes down, the amount of transactions are actually reduced, making Coinbase lose a lot of money. Or on the other hand, what if other exchanges, they offer better transactional fees? Now, I would definitely want to take advantage of that. So of course I would actually switch to a different exchange, therefore getting Coinbase to reduce those transactions. Now, what I noticed is different now is the massive surge of interest of the institutional traders in the crypto markets. Now, typically that would mean less volatility in crypto, large crypto, especially like Bitcoin. Or that could be my wishful thinking. Now, Coinbase is going to be exposed to some risk, obviously. For example, as one I already said before, is Bitcoin's price. We all know that Bitcoin works in cycles. You know, it surges like crazy up and then it does a huge pullback, and it keeps doing that over and over again in cycles. Now, obviously that's going to affect the trading volume on Coinbase, therefore affecting their revenue numbers as well. Or in the worst case scenario, what if you're going to have some super smart Russian kid finally hacking Coinbase? Now, I definitely hope this doesn't happen, but if it does happen and the guy steals a bunch of Bitcoin, obviously that's gonna hammer the price of Coinbase a lot. Or even another risk, such as, let's say, another crypto exchange coming out with their IPO. Let's say somebody like Binance or Kraken. These are huge exchanges who can definitely compete head to head with Coinbase. So this brings us to the most exciting part of the video. Am I buying Coinbase? And should you be buying some Coinbase? Well, actually, I can't tell you what you should be doing. You should be doing your own due diligence and figuring this stuff out on your own. But I do like to share my opinion on the matter and if I will be buying some Coinbase. Now, generally looking back at any stock at their IPO, the stock price is very volatile over the first, I would say, 2-3 months. So I would always watch that stock for the first 2-3 months before the price would more or less stabilize. So we can actually see what is the organic movement of that company's price. But in this case, I'm gonna behave a little bit differently just to keep things a little bit more exciting. I have already put today around $5,000 into Coinbase, and I'm gonna see where the stock is gonna move in the near future. And I will definitely track whether I wanna add more coin to my portfolio. You see, I kept this video nice and short for you today. If you found this information valuable, guys, make sure to smash that like button because it helps me out a lot. And in the future, I can put out more videos like this. Yours truly, I'll see you in the next one.